All right, welcome everyone. Resemblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Great Pretender, Season 1, Episode 7.
All right.
200 million.
200 million. An oil air brotherhood kind of situation here.
Yep.
One of them is also an administrator for a crazy propeller plane race. And we're gonna bag all their money.
All that dough.
But what is our angle here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are we going to be trying to actually do the race? Are we going to be trying to set them up with some like, this is a surefire way that you'll win, and then it actually doesn't, or it does, or helps the competition? Who knows?
Yeah. Either way, will it be something that's gambling related because of what they said with the way that the first one was kind of a play gig to set up the idea,
yeah,
the concept?
Like, you can't just get them to bet the 200 million unless it's like a private bet, because otherwise it would go to other people too. So
Right. So then you'd have to really commit them into this surefire thing, but also make them believe that they're gonna win way more than 200 million.
Yeah.
And where are they gonna get that? Like, there's a lot that's being set up here that we'll have to just see how they continue it in this episode.
Indeed.
But meanwhile, Edamura's not fully in, and Laurent is very much doing a good job of charismatically keeping him like soft and malleable.
You're not going to have to do too much. Just pretend to be a mechanic. You basically are a mechanic right now, right?
Just a little bit of fraudulent behavior.
Right. Just don't tell anybody what we're doing. That's all we need.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that he's basically just sure. He's like, I'm going to coax him back into this world. It's gonna be easy.
Oh yeah.
He knows he wants to do this.
You can't just leave this life behind.
No, of course not.
Although Edamura did take a lot of crazy steps to do just that.
Yes. But will this be a situation where, given that he's going to be involved in it, like for sure, some way, will he then pull a fast one again on Laurent like he did with Casino?
Yep, because this is he's being given a peek behind the curtain a lot more than he was in the previous job. So how's that going to shake things up?
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh. Beautiful. Fighter jet, though.
Okay, I don't think that plane will work as a contestant.
Flashback.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh, shit, we get an Abby backstory.
So looked like maybe some kind of wars environment, maybe?
Something.
The fighter jet?
Something violent, yeah.
Oh, no, planes triggering her PTSD.
Oh,
specifically.
Yeah, I like it. And it does make sense that she would have been some kind of athlete, given how...
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
That is some precise flying.
And that also is a lot faster than I would have, like, figured a, propeller plane would be.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Wow!
Yeah.
All right.
And smile for the camera. Yep. Okay, now we got another one. Whoa. That's our
faster.
guy. That's one of our guys, right? The name?
Maybe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's our bad boy. Or our charismatic boy.
Exactly.
The other one is the actual bad boy.
Right.
Gotcha.
The face and...
Oh, wait, they were disowned, so they're
okay.
They're the heir of all that money, but they're not in the oil business anymore, and so they're running a gig here.
Okay.
Yeah, entertainment, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're making money.
And that's gonna be the person that we go to?
All right, let's meet our,
Oh. So Clark really does have the chops. Actually swallowing the mic.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Wait!
Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What changed? Or maybe this is all part of the play to make it be that much closer and more exciting.
Oh shit. Oh, they've rigged the planes
Nice.
too.
Okay. So
That could have killed him. Like-
sure, but that's how they if the race is all fixed, that
Yeah.
could be how all their money's tied up in it because it's a
Yeah.
sure thing.
Right.
And that's why they need to then cheat to make it so that the person who has the skill to beat him does actually end up beating him.
Yeah.
And then there you go.
Yeah, narrowly.
Oh shit.
Shit, yeah.
And so now he's under the umbrella. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she is
Okay.
actually going to be racing. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, so then we'll really need that Abby backstory because this is, I feel like this is a lot more impressive of a feat if she's actually going to do this, like even
Yeah.
with cheating. Oh shit. Yeah, that probably threw her off just a bit in time.
Bandai.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if that was her with having a bit of a freak out in the air,
Yeah.
そもそもあいつはただ操縦できるってだけだ。あとは無鉄砲なだけだ。簡単に勝ち上がれるわけねえべさ。できるんだよ、それが。なんで？
nice little parallel of the pilots being used on both sides.
Yeah.
大会初、そして唯一の女性オーナーと女性パイロットだからさ。
Yes,
Whoa!
girl, strike that pose.
Abby's like,
大好物、スポーツカー、かっこいい飛行機、ラザニア、ネットで
Wait, you lost me there.
yeah, yeah.
人類は皆平等のはずだろ。だから決めたんだ。君たちを分け隔てなく抱くってね。
Don't worry, I'm not steering with my dick.
今年のエアレースもクラークが優勝だろ。見るまでもない。いいね。
It's almost like you needed that rival.
今年はさらに盛り上がらんな。ぶっちゃけ
Nice.
Perfect.
どこぞのセレブリティでも来てるっての？ Oh my gosh.
もしかして昼間飛んだパイロットの子？
Oh.
こんにちはアビゲイル。私はチームオーナーのシンシア。
えた。二人にシャンパンを。
Okay.
Perfect.
可愛かった。オーナーもいい女と。
Wow. Wow.
I mean, don't worry, we all wish that.
Yep.
あなたのそばで緊張してるのよ。
Oh, that's the angle we're going with her character. Yeah. No, that's. She's like, yeah, get it out of this fucking dress. Yeah. Nice.
She's like, I needed to cool off anyways.
怒らないでくださる？あくまで噂よ。このエアレースには台本がある。
He's not even phased.
もっとも、うちのクラークは小細工不要だがね。
私は台本を否定しないわ。スポーツはエンターテインメントですのね。プロモーターから見て、うちのアビゲイルどう思います？
実力次第だ。
あの子は人気が出るわ。もう出始めた。
I get the feeling he won't be quite so easy to seduce.
Yeah.
ゆっくりお話がしたいわ。この番号。アビー、帰るわよ。
I think she pushed just enough and then.
But I get the feeling he's gonna like take one look at that card and then like throw it in the trash.
ああ、サム。さっきはごちそうさま。
Because Abby denied him. And then,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah, nice.
実際、農民のような生き方なんて君には似合わないし、できるはずもない。
Wow. Even grabbed it from him. Nice.
Yeah.
アビーはおめやす
Yeah, what was that?
いつも してやってるみたい。
What's her story?
Yeah.
I like that. Let's have a character-focused arc here.
Oh, she still has it.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
All right. I love these little flashes we're getting.
And I like that Abby's the choice over Laurent for like the next character focus, because she feels like more of the mystery character, the fortunate character to have in your tool belt than a
Yeah.
con man.
だからリードが上手くて気持ちよく先に行かせてくれるもんさ。
You sure about that?
らしいゲスな例え方だ。
さすがと小娘じゃ太刀打ちできなかったか。
サム、話が違うわ。
話
Hmm.
This is his power play.
Yeah.
お互いにとって大きな損失でしょ。
Oh, yep. You're pushing too much.
たるんだ胸と価値観を勝手に押し付けるな。
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
トトには徹底的に
Uh-oh.
伝えたい。
Uh-oh.
三流チームこの私に取り入ろうなんて10年。いいか。エアレースは命を懸けた男のスポーツだ。厚化粧の作り笑いでシャシャリでんな。女どもおとなしく家で暮らしてくれ。
Yeah.
And he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I know everything that's being said now. Yeah, and there's a camera on you while this is happening.
Yep. Shit. This is really. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Wait, so was she indirectly the reason her parents died?
Shit. Oh, wait, so it's not over. It's not over.
Yeah. And if she can keep up after, like, because each time we've seen her in the plane, she's had those kinds of freakouts in episodes, right? So if she ever gets in a plane without one, her competition's toast.
Yep.
By a hair.
Wow.
今の見たか。彼女は
That was hype.
All right, Cynthia, now just be like, what was that you were saying? Huh?
And the fact that she came out of it like
Yeah, exactly.
fucking raw.
and
you
that
know?
it was close, it's the, this is actually competitive. She actually, yeah.
決勝はクラーク対アビー。
There it is.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, so Abby needed to pull that out of her ass too.
誤解するな。私は決して女性差別者ではない。むしろ逆だ。女の子は男を癒すミューズなんだ。いいパイロ。
the twitch, yes, just the
Best joke this whole show so far.
yeah. I'm not sexist at all. Women should just, be devoted to the pleasures of men. That's all.
何のためにやっているのか。
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
死ぬためさ。
Oh.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Okay, Guts.
I mean,
All right.
we had the feeling in the first arc
Yeah,
that
but-
she had a death wish.
Well, I mean, we also made the Guts Casca Griffith.
Yeah.
connection. She's Casca and Guts at the same time. Oh my
right.
God.
that was a great episode.
This was a great episode, and entirely not for the reasons that I feel like this episode does need to actually get,
it was visually
good focus.
impressive.
It was visually impressive. We're getting
We used-
character
we used
focus that's
3D
not on
in a way
MC.
that was really, really
Yep.
well done.
We're having like a really deep, complicated set of emotions being brought into play in a
For
way
Abby, yeah.
for Abby, and because it's not Eda Murray, like it's not the main character, I feel like it can go in a lot more of different directions, because it's the usual
real
thing
stakes,
of
yeah.
side character. What's going to happen there? Abby's probably going to be okay, but at the same time, she doesn't have to be, so awesome.
There's no meta reason for
Yep.
that. And
But
we have it confirmed. She's looking for a good place to die.
yes,
She has had a death wish for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
the idea of going out on those motorcycle, jumps and all that,
Yep.
that all contributes.
Oh yeah, all that
She is
Daredevil
a
stuff and
thrill-seeking Daredevil who is really tired of living.
yep.
Wow. Okay.
But we also
Go for it, yeah.
That joke. I mean, it wasn't even really done as a joke, right? It's to characterize that, this guy's a dick, right?
Yep.
Like, he's an asshole. But oh my God, no, that was peak comedy. Like
Well,
that.
it's the kind of writing that you can only really come up with because you've seen that exact same thing before.
Right.
You drew inspiration from real life.
Yeah.
You're
Say that again slowly.
Right. I love the power of a screenshot when you're just like, wait a minute.
Laurent just like
You up here posting cringe, bro? Like what is this shit? It's the like I want to like meme response be like this is cringe. Like I'm on the Discord and you're like you said the most nonsensical bullshit.
Forget Michael's advice to Dwight of don't be an idiot. Don't be cringe, right?
Don't be cringe.
Like, or at least if you're going to be
Jesus.
cringe in a way where you accept that you're cringe, right? This
So
guy,
we can all mock you. And
right,
laugh at you.
like, because there are,
And-
and maybe just don't be an idiot. That's a better one because there are times where I know I'm cringe, not in that way, and I enjoy
We're
that
weebs.
I'm cringe.
We
exactly, right.
come prepackaged with cringe.
But the thing is, if you're going to be cringe, you need to acknowledge that you're cringe, right? If he was like, if he said everything that he said after that, but he was like, of course I'm sexist. I'm super sexist, and said all of those things. I would have a modicum of respect for the guy because he at least acknowledges that that's
he's a
what he's
piece
doing.
of shit, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, but in my situation, I don't have to be. Whatever. I've got 200 million, and whatever. But this guy, he's so up his own ass.
Yeah.
That he's like, I'm not sexist, not in the slightest. In fact, quite the opposite.
This guy.
Oh my God.
This guy absolutely would watch the Tate brothers unironically.
Yes,
But
yes.
the funny thing is that it now makes sense why he would say something like this. Mm-hmm. You know how old he is?
27.
He's 27.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
no,
worth
that's a good point.
200 million.
Oh my God, Oh, wow.
Jacob, he's literally an influencer. He's a Google rich, like
nine
stupid,
figure,
wealthy 20-year-old.
Yeah,
20 something.
So of course
he's on his Sigma grind set,
oh my
scamming
God.
the world,
and yet
into a
pissed at his
sport-
brother because God damn it, I'm not getting laid. But also
Yep.
at the same time, no, silence, wench. I do not wish to be horny right now. Get back in the kitchen.
Your tits are sagging.
And that I am definitely not captivated by them at
yeah.
all, but I have enough discipline and commitment to the grind set that I will say no, not today.
You're twice the age of the women I sleep with.
Oh my God.
like it's the kind of stuff where I'm in some ways glad that they're not using this as a way to make Edamura more like morally okay with
Right. If
taking
anything,
down this
it might be for us, the audience, but it's not for Edamura, right?
No,
that's
which is cool.
And that's what we even commented on in the previous episode. We're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like in the previous one, you had a mobster where it's like, no, he's a piece of shit. He does all of these
Yeah,
things.
he
He
ruins
needs to go
people's
down.
lives, yeah.
Whereas in this case, it's just like, hey, Edamura, we know you like hardcore swore off this thing and like did time in prison and gave back the money. But we're not going to tell you that these people are assholes. They're just really rich and we want their stuff.
I mean, that precludes a certain level of,
But then we get this, and it's just like
I love that Laurent is just like, bro,
he's on
what
the job.
century are you in?
He's on the
and then
job.
He like hands the thing over
Right.
to Edamura, and we didn't get Edamura's like feedback on that. So maybe,
I think
he didn't actually.
Did he?
I don't think he took it off.
Yeah, he just took it off, and I think he just like just put it down or something. But I also want to
Oh
point
no,
out.
he did. He gave it to him. Yeah. See, he listens.
Well, no, but he had two. He had the one that was listening into, or wait.
No,
hang on.
he gives it
Oh, no, I
to
guess
Edamura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he literally like. Oh no, Edamura is.
Yeah,
already
he's
listening
right.
in. So
Yeah.
Edamura is not. Yeah. So he knows about all this then.
But,
okay, cool.
But like you're on a job for 9 figures, right? 200 mil. That's what you're after. Learning anything about your mark is like very important to potentially manipulate them so that you can get to 200 million. But nah, Laurent's like, I've heard enough. I understand what this guy's about. I don't need to hear anymore.
Yeah, I got enough.
And I'm losing brain cells. Just like this is making me dumber every time.
I am taking mental health damage.
Right. In order to protect my ability to be a high functioning
sane-
con man.
Yeah.
Come on. Like
I'm done.
it feels very like the Joker, when he's like, okay, hey, come on, like I might be a criminal, but I still pay the tax man. I don't fuck with the IRS, right?
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's the like.
Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Right. Like I can't remember the exact scene. It was from the animated series.
That's
but
from
like,
the animated series.
Yeah, but it's like very much that kind of vibe of just like, even I have standards. Like, oh, come on, like, yeah. And
well, that's the thing is that Laurent's supposed to be a good person, and in general, what he's basically doing here is saying, the ladies have got this one. They fucked around. He fucked around. He's gonna find out, you know.
And what I love about this is that this is on top of everything else in the episode
What's
where
going
he
on
is
with Abby, yeah.
and he's entirely disregarding her own well-being. Right now,
Well, it's because he knows what she wants.
Yeah, he knows what she wants.
In some ways, I like that what he's seeing here is that it's Abby could not pass up the opportunity to win a race, take down some asshole, go out immediately after in a big fireball. That would probably be serendipitous and cathartic as fuck for her.
Which also addresses the potential issue of the, like, you know, if you have a magic pill fuel injector thingy or whatever to win the race, right? Okay, cool. Why haven't other people used that? Well, because
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's not safe. You might go out in a fireball. Nobody's going to do that. Well, here we go. We have somebody who would be willing to do that. And so then that gives us the reason in world why there would be this opportunity in the first place.
Right.
Because no one else would do this.
And also, it is a nice contradiction for Laurent has not been shown doing anything that I would say puts him into an evil territory.
Sure.
He's very much a chaotic person, but he's not evil.
Yeah.
But the idea that he is enabling someone that wants to kill themselves, that brings up some interesting moral arguments.
Exactly.
But from that perspective, if she's basically said, use me to the utmost, to get as much money out of me before I go out in my blaze of glory.
Right.
Awesome. Now, the thing is that the fact that she's flashing to these memories here of some stuff that probably fucked her over in the head a lot.
Sure.
Of watching your friends get blown away, fighting in some kind of war or some kind of
that probably caused the death of her parents.
That fought against an armed military force.
Sure.
That could cause all kinds of trauma.
Oh, yeah.
But if she's basically like not got that in a present, active, like pressing bit of pain there, that might not be the reason actually why she wants to die.
Sure.
It's that this specifically, the planes, the high intense adrenaline kind of situation might be forcing that to the surface.
Right.
But if she's then able to address it, we could have a reason in character and in the arc for her to move and grow beyond the desire to go out in a blaze of glory.
And the thing is, we don't even need to have progress with regards to Abby with this situation in order for the arc to progress.
Nope.
Which is why I find it extra fascinating. Because the vibe that I get from this, now that we have this context for Abby, which I gotta say, I kind of talked about it in the discussion,
it makes sense.
in the reaction, but but this was also very important to have because Laurent being an expert con man, okay, cool. There will be expert con men out there. They find Edamura, great.
Yeah.
But the thing that has always been like the thing that they've relied on is Abby and the fact that she can just do all of this stuff, right? She's very much jack of all trades when it comes to anything physical. And that is very helpful.
We now know she was a ballerina, so she's got acrobatic skills out the wazoo.
Right, she
was
literally
trained.
Yeah, right, and she was actually like in a combat unit, right?
Yeah.
So as far as the nerves to be able to deal with this stuff, great.
Yep.
The fact that she can do all the fighting stuff and everything, yeah. And so then it's the question of, okay, why is she actually with Laurent? What's the deal there and everything? And so her having this death wish, she's been acting on it all this time, and we even saw it before this job even began, but she's still alive.
Right.
So that communicates to me that she's the daredevil, she gets the adrenaline high, and if this ends up being her day, that's fine. Yeah. But until then, she gets a lot of crazy shit done that even for someone with her skill set probably would not end up happening.
And what's probably different about this is that she was able to do most of that without triggering her PTSD. But this is probably because of the plane specifically, because that was the first image that she flashed to was a fighter jet flying above.
Right.
That is not just a basic commercial plane. That was a military fighter jet, an advanced modern
Oh, yeah.
fighter jet, like the kind that's delivering, missiles with extreme prejudice.
Yes, yes.
So either she and or friends or family were killed by some kind of an airstrike.
I would not be surprised
I would
at all.
not be surprised by that. But also, she survived and was able to move on with that and live for probably a good amount of time before finding Laurent, and also not end her life.
Right.
So she probably made progress enough to where the Death Wish came out just as Daredevil stuff.
Right,
Not
exactly.
I'm going
Where
to go find some rope.
Right,
know?
it's the functioning addict isn't the right word, but basically her dysfunction was able to be functional in this way because it was helping her do all this
Yeah.
stuff, right? And now it's getting to the point where it's dysfunctional. Cool. So that means we have a
Right.
reason to address it in this moment
Yep.
in time.
And that's
But
exciting, yeah.
because Laurent has benefited from it not being addressed, right? Because the
even though he knows that this is the case.
even though right,
Yeah.
to whatever degree that he's aware of the specific details,
Right.
he does not have an actual vested interest in her own well-being, and that's fine because they're, like he's a con man and she's an accomplice.
Yeah, maybe until
it's
the
like-
job is over.
Right, exactly, But and then that's a place where then Edamura can come in and be that differing perspective that shakes
Yes.
things up, but also potentially the thing that Laurent needs. And who knows? Maybe he realizes if I actively don't care for Abby in this situation, that will get Edamura on my side, right? That'll get him to actually go along with it. Maybe he actually does. Maybe the point when he dove to try and protect Abby in the fake shooting, at the end of the previous arc, maybe that is actually kind of characteristic of what would happen. But Edamura's here, so I'll let him do that, and I'll be that bit of the heel,
sure.
so that way he actually sticks around and does what I need him to do.
I do like the idea that the way in which this show kind of foreshadows elements of Laurent's character, but also the way in which he manipulates, is the vein in which he focuses on different things. Like he kind of uses the same tricks, if you will, of his environment. He kind of adapts to where he's in. The idea of the Australian guy kind of being the actor that plays the heel, but it's actually a humanitarian person.
Yeah.
I think that you could go for this as people just tend to focus on specific things when they write stories. But also you could go for the character of Laurent focuses on the things that he prioritizes and thus communicates those things particularly.
Okay.
So the idea of he's just a bad guy, right? He's just doing this thing there. Well, actually, no, he's a good person deep down. He just does all this other stuff to play that up because he's a great actor.
Right. And so
that sounds
way,
like another person that we have here who might maybe not admit to themselves whether they're a good person or not, because that would be all kinds of ridiculous. But you're a great actor. You definitely play the heel villain at times.
Yep.
And you also don't seem to be a evil person, but are you a good person?
Right.
I love the idea of that being something that he could be playing into here.
Yes. And I'm curious to see if the whole situation with the older brother not going for the seduction, whether that was truly against their ploy, or if that was part of the play the whole time, and they wanted to specifically have that happen so that he would get that bit where he feels like he's won. Because I feel like that
is something that was a part of the structure of the previous thing with the corporate guy.
Right.
Letting them think that they've kind of caught on to the
and
thing
so because then it's now you're less suspect, right? Now when she wins, you're actually like, okay, have her be in the race,
but that's
rather
the
than
part,
no, we still can't have her be in the race because
that's the part where they might be pulling something with the potential accelerant in the plane.
Oh, sure.
And that was just something where the reason why she was able to pull ahead is not just because she was flying really well.
Yeah,
but they activated the thing to make her plane go faster. That could be it.
Yeah,
but
like some micro dose of it or something like that.
I don't think that's what this was because they didn't showcase it in the animation here.
But that would be a good way to explain why this person who was coming in saying, I'm going to crush her, and then she has a thing that would lose her very precious time and she still wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it works better as a character moment here that something about her past doesn't just bring up the desire to survive, but to win, to fight back.
Yes.
There's something that is
Right, to
violently
flip off
protective.
the other pilot before
exactly.
the break
That's
starts.
where
Yeah.
the spunk that Abby has comes in. Is that it's the I've had to be on the receiving end of some serious punishment in life, and now that I have all this power and capacity, and maybe a lack of fear, I can fight back.
Right, I can spit back in the face of the people that are powerful rather
Yeah.
than just going on dirt bike races and pissing everybody off because
Right,
you kicked
right.
them over. Yeah.
Yeah, and that I think makes this moment here a character moment, and also given that there's a potential that she could actually hear what Edamura was talking to her if they have
Right, 'cause he has
communication
the
stuff
comm,
set up.
yeah.
That actually did snap her out of it, and that builds their potential relationship in the long haul
Yep.
even better as well.
And if they weren't using it then, that's a reason of why. Because if the con is that Abby is actually going to beat this guy that has demonstrated he has chops, maybe the whole thing
Yeah.
is rigged, but like he's still good enough to like actually be able to do well.
Yeah.
Then that's something where you do need to build up for us that Abby is actually a skilled pilot. She
Right.
can do this.
And we've done that rather effectively here with this. So nice. Let's
Yep.
let's get a proper race now. And also, yeah, let's keep playing this brother, because I see some ways they can get him. Like,
Wait, the older brother?
oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've got
No,
potentially audio. They've got potentially like all kinds of things that they could
maybe.
do.
I get the feeling he like that wouldn't really change things too much for him, right?
But social media.
Yeah, they are playing the social media game
We've
with the-
already done that. We've set up he cares way too much about the perception of things, because he's not thinking about the winnings of this race. He's thinking about being able to do this in his 30s and 40s. He is literally the classic influencer who's realizing that, like, wait, when I turn 37,
Right,
will I
like,
be able to do
this whole
the
money
exact
game that they've
thing
been doing was
here?
kind of a risky ploy on its own, and hence why they need to fix the races. So like, you gotta milk it for all it's worth, you know.
Yeah. And I think they could play on to his fears and his desperations with regards to that for some things that would make this hey, let's get you to bet. Let's get you to bet the farm.
Yeah.
You've got a sure thing here, and they need to
Right.
either schmooze him into it or scare him into it.
And theoretically, if Abby is good enough that she could make him concerned about whether or not Clark can actually win, maybe then that's how they try and leverage like the booster.
Yeah.
Although if Abby's racing, they probably just want to use the booster to get her to win.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
is probably the most straightforward thing. But
Yeah.
God,
Also, quick question here. Do you think that she's using a plane that has been given to them by the organization? Because
possibly.
then they would have their kill switch in it. Because if they're coming in, basically, this is our plane, you'd think that they would be like, okay, if you're going to be a part of the guaranteed finals thing here, you have to use our plane now.
Well, so potentially, but also because Edamura is on here to pretend to be a mechanic, right?
Right.
So it's possible that it's you have your plane, cool, and now we need to inspect it to make sure it's up to snuff or whatever, and then they, put in the kill switch or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, because I would think that Edamura normally would be I pretend to be the mechanic that can do some magic, so that way people don't realize that we're actually just juicing up the plane.
Right.
Right. But yeah.
It's probably that's what it is that he's going to be their means to effectively cheat without being suspect or something.
Yeah.
Or being able to just...
Or just have nobody notice that they're juicing up the plane, you know?
right.
Like, because if you have an actual mechanic, that's like, no, you're going to kill yourself, doing this. This is what the fuck? And this certainly isn't,
that's a good
this is
point.
certainly cheating as far as the race goes.
That's a good point. Edamura might actually be bamboozled in that regard, where it's he doesn't realize basically that they're going to be putting something in there that's, less explosive, but still pretty explosive.
Yeah.
But y'all, all right, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.